Chasing Tales, Episode 22, Peace After the Storm.
Welcome back to Chasing Tales. Last episode, Sin and Otto had been deported, Will had just been beaten unconscious, and Pink was about to delve into Tex's belongings.
In the hospital, Will lies swollen and bruised, still unconscious. Sarah stands nervously by the bed, genuine worry lining her face. Kate is here too. Will begins to come around. He groans in pain.
Did they get him?
I don't know, honey. I was so worried. All I cared about was you.
Oh, thank you, God.
In Pink's apartment, she stares into the box before her. Kevin watches in silence. She pulls a photo of them from an event they had been to. That was a great weekend. The feelings wash over her. Her silent misery spills out and down her cheeks. Kevin hesitantly reaches towards her and the phone stops him in mid-motion.
You want me to get it?
Pink swipes away the tears and grabs the phone.
Hello? Eric, okay, slow down. What happened?
She nods, frowning as Eric talks frantically on the other end.
Okay, Eric, we'll be right there. Call Jack.
She hangs up the phone and stands in one urgent motion. She looks at Kevin.
What happened?
Will got beat pretty badly and he's at the hospital.
She grabs the red silk package and sticks it into her pocket. He stands and follows her out. The car pulls up to the sidewalk and Pink and Kevin get in. The trip across town is long enough to be distracting. Pink remembers the photo and the day. She stood in the doorway, watching him shine his shoes. She loved the soft intensity of it. He suddenly looked up at her and smiled. Her heart melted. She always felt so normal with Tex. She came back to reality and Kevin was staring at her intently. Mr. stood quietly, scanning, looking for Pink. How was she shielded from his gaze? He snapped his fingers and the monitors went to static. Then they popped back, one by one.
Oh, what's wrong, Mistra? Missing the power?
Sin and Otto stood in line at the registry office. The queue looked like it went on for miles. It was an illusion for demoralization, of course, but it made the suffering keener. While in line, Otto listened to the conversations around him. A wart-faced goblin was talking to a petite fairy demon.
Have you seen any angels up top lately?
You mean in the last couple of days? Nope. I've been here.
Yeah, Haven is locked down. I hear they're moving out to do some damage before they're back up. I hope I get assigned up there this time.
It should be fun.
A gargoyle behind them chimes in.
Only for the Lords of Chaos. They never send any of us. They think they run everything. Why Lucy doesn't do something I don't know?
Otto and Sin look at each other and feel the shame of it. They know the lockdown was their fault. God help the humans.
What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know.
They get to the window and a froggy-looking man screws up his face, offended.
What is that smell?
Sin looks at Otto.
It's us.
What are you doing? Papers! You filthy animals!
Sin hands them over.
Wait a minute. It's you two! We've been waiting for you.
The frogman pushes a button on the front of his desk and two huge trolls dressed in black hustle the pair away. The room explodes into a violent approval. Pink and Kevin hurry to Will's room. Kate is in the hall, bent over coughing. She pulls away from the handkerchief. There's blood. Kate looks at Pink desperately.
Go into Will, Kevin. I've got Kate.
Pink leads Kate away from the door. She grabs a paper cup and pours some water into it. She hands it to Kate.
Please help me, Pink. I'm not ready yet.
Pink clasps her hands around Kate's, the water cup between them. Pink sings a little song inside her head. The water ripples, just a little.
Drink up, Kate.
Kate drinks the water, and it eases her urge to cough a little.
Listen, I know you're worried. It'll happen when it happens. You'll know the right moment, and when you do, give Will this.
Pink handed the little package to Kate, who opened it up. Inside, 2 gold bands, just the right size for Will and Sarah.
For when the time is right, of course.
Pink gave Kate a look. Kate turned away from her and took the box into Will's room. Pink shakes her head in frustration.
Wait. It's only been 2 days, Kate.
Kate pushed the package on Will and said nothing. Pink scooped it up and put it on the table behind Sarah. The doctor came in.
Alright, everyone. It looks like we're going to have to wire his jaw shut. His eyes are going to be healing too, so we'll need him to rest. Has he got someone to look after him?
There is a collective sigh.
Yes, anything he needs. But he's gonna be okay, right, Doc?
Yes, he'll be alright.
Sarah leans down and kisses Will. He winces, but nods to her.
We have to get everything set up. I recommend you get prepared yourselves. He needs to rest and to be prepped for surgery.
The room empties, save Sarah. The doctor touches her gently.
You too, miss.
Just give me 1 more minute alone with him, please. I'll be right out.
Very well.
The doctor leaves and Sarah turns to Will.
What's in this box, I wonder?
She shows him the rings.
Look, hon, your mama is moving really fast.
Inside his head, he feels pressured. All the women in his life were pushing him towards Sarah. He wanted that, but it'd also be nice to feel like it was his choice.
I know what you said. Maybe your mama knows something we don't. But I'll take these back to your place and get my things so I can take care of you. We'll talk about them later.
She kisses his forehead so gently he could only feel the brush of her breath. Then she leaves the room. Will falls into a vague sleep. On the car ride back, Pink, Kevin, Kate, and Sarah sat in the car, in silence. Sarah turned around to look over the seat at Kate and Pink.
What are you up to, Miss Kate? No disrespect, but this is hardly the time.
Kate nods silently.
Listen, it'll happen. I can't guarantee it'll be in time for you, but it'll be in time for us. Let us enjoy falling in love, Mama Kate, okay?
Kate reached across and patted Sarah in acknowledgement. Kevin squeezed Pink's hand. He caught her eye and nodded. Are you okay? She nodded back. Kevin was a sweet guy. They had gotten closer since Tex passed. He was happy not to let her be alone too long. He was her little angel while her real angel was kept from her. Soon there would be none to back her up. What would she do then? In the Hells, Russell waits while Sprex checks the roster. He was looking for a job for her. She stomps impatiently.
Really? Anything, Sprex. I just need a break from her.
Polio. Yeah, that should work. Have at it.
Paul smiles and wiggles his fingers at her as he hands her the assignment package. She narrows her eyes at him and then ports away. Sin and Otto stand in darkness, the bodies still giving off a faint glow. They were the only light in the room. They were tied back to back and were guarded by the trolls. They were waiting for someone else in silence.
Will and Sarah have survived the pressures of outside for now, but will Kate's desperate interference be as easy? What fate awaits Sin and Otto? Can Pink let Tex go? Stay tuned for the next exciting episode of Chasing Tales, Time and Circumstance.